Hello, today is going to be October 26th, 2025, talking about who's in and who's out in God's eyes. This weekend, we're going to hear the parable of the Pharisee and the tax collector at prayer. This is a delightful parable, and you can actually see Jesus acting out the part of the prayer of the Pharisee. Something like this: "O God, whom I know and understand quite well, thank you. I thank you that I am not like other men, even especially this tax collector." Luke 18:11. Now, it's important to understand that at this point in the parable, most of Jesus' listeners would have been agreeing with the Pharisee. Tax collectors were not simply hated because they took your money. They were acting on behalf of Rome. These are not collecting the Jewish temple tax. It's the Roman tribute paid to a conqueror. Now, really, how wonderful would it be to have a person that you could deeply and religiously, properly hate? Think about if you've ever really hated somebody. Let that feeling sit with you for a while to help you get the feel for Jesus' parable here. Because it's truly surprising then when Jesus turned the story to the tax collector's prayer, "God be merciful to me, a sinner." The tenor of the prayer is not a surprise because everybody would have agreed the man was a sinner for the reasons stated. The sting in Jesus' parable, as always, is at the end when he says the tax collector went away justified and the Pharisee did not. Now, it's hard to say which of those two is more surprising, but I'd focus us on the Pharisee's prayer because most of us on this Substack are probably religious people. I mean, we're either churched or we may pray or read the Bible or are at least interested in religion. So the person we're the most likely to resemble in this parable is the Pharisee, not the tax collector, who was a total outcast. So, in short, while I can certainly emulate the tax collector's prayer, "God have mercy on me, a sinner," I probably need to watch myself for having Pharisaical superior attitudes toward others. So, in this respect, I am glad that my particular parish is pretty diverse, full of people who are not like me racially and I'm guessing politically. So that helps me keep a more open mind about who's in and who's out, at least in God's thinking. Have a good week.